Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Gisela Reis here. I am going to teach you a Pilates class to strengthen our powerhouse, our core, and create a good balance for our whole body. And so, for this class, only thing you're going to need is a mat and a ball, a Pilates ball, but if you don't have like a specific small Pilates ball, you can just get a kid's ball if you have it at home, one of those beach balls, something you can use that as a prop. If you don't have it, no worries. And then also a band if you have it, and that's totally optional. If you have it, we're gonna utilize it. If you don't have it, it's excellent. I'll show you also what you can do and of course how to still benefit. So let's come to the mat, and I want you to face the mat here. So stand on the back side of the mat and start by having your feet pointing forward, hands down by your sides, and just taking your time to close your eyes and just visualizing yourself here standing as straight as you possibly can stand straight as. So I'm going to give you some pointers. I'd like for you to feel the weight more on your heels even though you got your toes on the ground. So often our weight is shift forward, and some of the ways is the hips are forward, or the shoulders are forward, or your back is arching and you're still leaning forward. So by having that sensation of putting more weight on your heels, you should feel a alignment here from that point. As you keep your eyes closed, thinking of having that energy through your heels, going through the back side of those legs, as you feel that energy come from your back. And so to avoid that feeling that falling back, what you need to do is use your core. You got to use your abdominal to not feel like you're going to fall backwards. So having that sensation of having the weight on your heels while keeping the toes on the ground, that will put you in the better posture. And I want you to think of that while you're standing here with your arms down by your sides. Now I want you also to think here your shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. So you have someone that, if you're someone that tends to tense on your neck and shoulders, I want you to feel like you have heavy weights on your hands, drawing the weight down to the ground. So as you're keeping your chest open and proud, I want you to feel that you're breathing now through your side ribs, so the breath will happen sideways rather than forward through the stomach. I want you to feel that that you're embracing, that you're hugging, and you're feeling that contraction through your abdominal while you have the weight back into the heels, okay? So think then also of the energy from the top of your ears, like somebody's pulling your ears, reaching to the sky. So your chin is slightly relaxed. And from there, I want you to now open your eyes facing the mat as you start curling down. So you're going to let your head roll forward, shoulders roll forward, and you're going to articulate the spine as you keep going. Now, if you start feeling this too much on your back, on your hamstrings, bend your knees. And I want you to think of an arch going up and over. Abs engaged, letting those arms nice and loose. And just warming up here to get a nice movement through the body. And then once you find your full expression going to that forward fold, I want you to bend your knees. Bend your knees, feel yourself relaxing a little bit more as you're trying to, almost like you want to try to invite, even if you have space between your belly and your thighs, I want you to think that you are visioning and imagining here yourself resting on the legs. So you're feeling that you're imagining that sensation of resting your belly over the legs. If you're not there, just vision. And if you're there, just really let the weight settle. And then you're going to go back the weight into those heels while the toes stay weight on the heels. You're going to start slowly articulate the spine to go back up. Keeping those arms nice and relaxed. I'm starting here with nice mindfulness moment before we go to the floor exercises. So as we come up back to the standing, I want you to feel again the weight on your heels, keeping yourself nice and aligned straight to the sky, and take a nice inhale through your side ribs. When you exhale, you're going to roll forward again. Tuck your chin to your chest, let the shoulders roll forward, let the upper body here round, abs engage as you're going and going and going and going, as if there's a wall behind you that you're peeling yourself off the wall. And then you're going into that your expression of that forward fold. Take another breath in through your back. And then again, here you're trying to get yourself closer to the legs when you're breathing out. All right from there, let's walk those hands in front. So now you're going to calm yourself in a nice line where your shoulders align with your hands in your plank position. I'm going to have you rest the knees. I want you to feel yourself nice and adjust. We're going to go back to that plank position. And this time, I want you to take a hold, and we're doing that for 10 counts. So extending those legs again. Feel yourself aligned. If this is too much, if you're feeling this on your back and it's not appropriate, rest and your knees down, but still working and embracing and hugging your abdominal to the spine, okay? If you can hold the plank, stay there. We got 5 more breaths. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest those knees, taking a nice break to settle back. Good. Right from there, I want you to now sit facing the other end. And here that those legs are nice and straight in front of you. Well, I should say in front of you straight, but not all the way straight if your back is rounding. So if your back is rounding, I want you to bend slightly your knees, okay? Take those arms up to the sky. Take a nice inhale. When you exhale, I want you to round and going into the spine stretch, flex the feet, reaching up and over. And then you articulate yourself back to where you started. Another breath in. Exhale, go up and over. Feel that you are going over a big beach ball and then come back to the top. This time we're going to go halfway down with this. So we're going to go all the way up and over just the way you did it before. Then I want you to go halfway back. Press those legs down, shoulders relaxed away from the ears, looking between your feet. That's your exhale. Snug here, your abdominal back into the spine. Feel that contraction. Inhale, lift back to that nice long spine position. Exhale, go over. And again, you go back. Feel those shoulders relax. Feel those legs active. Feel your feet flexed. Inhale. And exhale. Good. This time I want you to come back to a nice position where your back is aligned, shoulders are down. And I want to make sure that you have space there back behind you. So as you go back, you're going to slowly roll yourself all the way to the floor. And you're going to bend your knees. Go ahead. Here, find your neutral position with a little bit of a space on the lower back and those abs engaged, pressing down into the mat. I want you to take those arms back on the inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bring here those hands by your hips, lift the shoulders, and look here between your legs. Now as you do this, I want you also at the same time thinking that you got your spine nice and long as just reaching those hands forward. Inhale, and abs engaged, exhale. Good. Inhale, and reach, exhale. Now, you're going to stay in that variation. If you find that this is just enough challenge for you, if you can, try to do that ab curl with those legs now in tabletop. Those feet is off the ground, you're reaching. Inhale. Exhale, 5 more here. Inhale. And let your head come in with the shoulders. Try to not tense through your neck. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Then you can bring yourself down, settle the feet down, open the arms, and swing your knees side to side. Make sure there's no tension through your back. And so we're going to apply what you just did here with the ab curl, holding it and doing the 100 exercise. Variations to how to get to this strength through your core is actually keeping the feet on the ground, lifting your head and shoulders just like you did before, and you inhale, bumping those arms up and down, and then when you exhale, palms face up, and that's the 100. If you are someone that are new to this core strength, or you haven't done Pilates in a while, place the ball so you don't tense through your neck, focusing on the powerhouse through the core as you're moving those arms up and down. If you can advance that to the next level, take those legs up, or extend those legs all the way out. you try to make sure that you don't feel this on your lower back. For those that sometimes like to advance themselves with those legs out, lower, I want you to be very careful to not arch your back, making sure that you're lifting up through the shoulders, okay? All right, so we have those legs nice and straight. We're gonna inhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then, of course, the legs are straight is only if you can do that version. Otherwise, keep your feet on the ground or knees bent. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. This is 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. In. Out. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. In. Out. 6. Inhale. Reach those legs away if they're off the ground. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. And out. Last one. Exhale, reach. Good. Settle the feet. Relax your head and shoulders. Open those arms. Swing those knees side to side with the opposite direction. And so that after that exercise, you should have felt your abdominal right away, getting nice and warm, getting that nice heat through your powerhouse, through your core. So take the hands now through the back side of the legs and roll yourself up in a sitting. We're going to practice rolling like a ball. I'm actually facing here more towards the light. So I would like for you to round your back in this exercise. And there's a lot of options. If you're not someone that like to do the rocking motion, keep your feet on the ground. You go back halfway, feeling that core nice and straight. You might not even use those arms. And return. If you can take your feet off the floor and rock, that's an option. So make sure that the head is tucked in. If those hands can come over towards your ankles and the feet closer to the heels, is going to make it a little bit more advanced. So the goal here is to keep the tuck, the curve, okay? You're going to inhale to go to the shoulders. Exhale, back and balance. That would be 1. 2. So again, if this is too much, hold on to the back side of the legs. 3. 4. 5. Keep curling. 6. 7. Make it nice and smooth. And avoid to have the head on the ground. Do not touch the head on the ground. Keeping that curve, just going from the back side of the sacrum into the shoulders. 1 more. Exhale. Good. Settle the feet. You can lengthen the spine, getting that nice stretch. And we're going to go all the way back down into the mat. So here I'm going to have you take those legs into tabletop. And I want you to slowly taking the whole thigh out with the knee bend and return. And I say the whole thigh because sometimes this happens. I don't know if you can see, but my knee angle here is actually going less, right? So I'm decreasing there. I want you to keep the knee angle the same. You're doing this through the hip, the foot tap, and then bring it back. So the whole thigh is moving, and then you bring it back. The knee angle is the same, okay? So let's try that. Maintaining here your abs embraced, hugging. You're gonna inhale, exhale, tap, bring it back, tap. The whole time I want you to really create an intention to draw your abs to the ground. Feel here that your transversus abdominal is keeping you safe. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Now, I'll have you just stop there. Bring your knees in, massage your back side to side. All right. We're going to come up and we're going to a nice tabletop, hands and knees. So you have your hands under the shoulders and you have your back aligned in one straight line. Starting off by extending here your left leg behind you and your right arm out in front of you. And I want you to think that your hand is reaching away. You can have the right thumb here pointing up, the left leg reaching away. If you find that this is enough of a challenge to hold the balance like this, stay where you are, or try to pick up that right foot off the ground. Reach the hand and the leg away. creating that. Imagine there's a rubber band setting at your lower back and you're stretching it out from the hand to the foot. So from there, I want you now to slowly, if you can, draw your leg in and then bring your head closer to the knee. Now I'm trying to keep my right foot in the air as I'm trying to also round my back towards the sky. Then you slowly extend, okay? Or of course it's a lot easier if you're keeping that right foot on the ground, but try to create your own challenge at home. On the exhale, pull it in. Inhale, extend. Or if this is too much, you can just hold it. That will be 2. We're going to do 5 like this. Exhale. 3. In. 4. One more time. 5. Create that full extension, even that last one. And then take your hand and the knee down. And from here, you can rest in your shell, sitting all the way back. And notice the difference from your right and left as we're going down to the outside. Back tabletop. Right leg reaches back. Left arm reaches forward with the thumb up. You can keep that left foot on the ground or pick it off the floor. Reaching away. You can stay here and balance, or try to here draw yourself in to that nice curl. Curve your back. Extend. So as we balancing here in this pose, we are here working tremendously your strength, your balance, your core, because here not only you are working through your isolating muscles, we are actually creating a lot of muscles here involved in this position. We've got 2 more when you're doing this exercise. Even if you're just holding the balance, you got your shoulders, you got your back, you got your abdominal, you got your glutes. Now go ahead, taking the hand down, knee down, and then you're going to go back and settle. So in case if you don't know, the whole core is the whole entire rectangle from your shoulders down to your hips, not just your abdominal. So I'm going to have you go this time all the way down your back again. And I'd like for you to try this with the ball if you have it now. So we're going to go to the floor and bring the ball here to your ankles. Now, if you don't have the ball, that's totally fine. You can do this without the ball. And that would be, we're going to do the double knee. The knees are in. You go out with your arms and the legs, and then you pull it in. If you have the ball, I want you to keep the ball in your hands the whole time. Think of taking the ball towards your toes, taking the ball just back with your arms by your ears, legs extend. And as you do this, I want you to also to be paying attention to the lower back. I want you to really noticing that you're not spreading any tension there. So I want you to inhale as you go apart, exhale as you bring it close. Inhale, abs engaged, pressing down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4 more, breathe in. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, pull it in. 1 more time, inhale through your nose, exhale through the lips, pull it close, and rest. Take those hands back with the ball in your hands and sweep the knees side to side. Feel here your abdominal, get a nice stretch, your back relaxing. And then we're going to take the ball for a moment to the side. You're going to hold on to the back side of the legs, tuck your chin in, roll back to a nice sitting. We're going to face down this time. You're going to be all the way down, prone on the mat, with your forehead resting on your hands, okay? So this exercise, scooch forward if you need more room. You are going to extend the legs out in a way. I want you to really thinking of it, extending them. As you do this, with both feet on the ground, I want you to also think of pulling your abdominal in. Can you bring your belly button to the spine while hovering your feet? The feet does not have to be very far up off the ground. They can stay hovered. You're going to keep that belly button into the spine, shoulders back away from the ears. I want you to open the legs and then bring it back. We're going to do it nice and slow. Exhale. So sometimes I hear people saying that they have discomfort at their hips or at the pubic bone. If that happens, you can always put a towel underneath to create a little bit more of a cushion. Pilates mats usually add in a nice thickness to it, so which means you have some more cushion to not feel that in your bones. Now we're going to have you rest. Settle those hips a little side to side. So just rock those hips a little side to side. Good. I'd like for you to now use the ball. We're going to place the ball here on the back side of the right leg. And as you do this, I want you to flex the foot, and I want you to think of snugging that ball here closer to your buttock, to the right side. So we started on the right, okay? We are going to pull your abs in again, up in towards the spine. And I want you to hover the right knee off the ground. And as you do this, I want you to squeeze the ball, and then you bring it back down. So the exercise is a lift, a snug, and then you lower back, okay? So if you don't have the ball, you can still create that intention. This is me without the ball. Up, in, lower, okay? So if you have that, use it. If you have the ball, shoulders back, you're gonna lift the knee, snug, lower 1. Lift, snug, lower 2. Lift, snug, lower 3. And it's very small movement, but you should feel how effective it is if you're really trying to keep your right hip bone on the ground, belly button in, a little bit of a hover, snug and lower. Lift, snug and lower. Lift, snug and lower. You got 2 more. Lift, snug and lower. 1 more. Lift, snug and lower. Let's try the other side. So notice between those legs the difference. So abs engaged, shoulder back, hover, snug, 1. Hover, snug, 2. Hover, snug, 3. Up and bring it in, 4. Lift, snug, 5. Lift, snug, 6. Up, snug, 7. Up, snug, 8. Up, snug, 9. 1 more. Lift, snug, 10. We're going to take down the ball away. I want you to now here do the single knee pull, but I want you to do this with your forearms down, so which means you're trying to get yourself up off the ground. I'm actually going to position my camera now a little bit lower because I want you to see the space that happens between yourself and the mat, okay? This type of cueing is very important here. So if I was doing this wrong, my belly is kind of like down on the ground and relaxed. I don't want you to think like a normal day that we would be at the beach, or normal day, you know, any day that you would go to the beach, right? I don't want you to feel like you're relaxing here. I want you to think that you're working. So what I want you to do here, while your forearms are down, is to pull your abdominal up and off the ground. Create that space and snug those abs in. You're going to do the curl by taking that right heel in, and you're going to curl it for 2. You're going to lift it slightly, and then you're going to point the toes back. Just like what we did with the ball earlier. Curl it for 2, lift a little bit, and lower. And I say a little bit, you don't even need to, like per se, take that leg off the ground, but I just want you to feel that hamstring and the glute being engaged, okay? It's not about big motion, it's about really creating the intention, okay? So abs engaged, shoulders back. You're going to curl to slightly engage and bring it back. Into a little bit of engagement and extend. As you extend, think of pointing the toe. Curl to engage, extend. Curl to engage. It's just that little bit of a lift. It's not high. It's almost like you can barely see it actually through the camera, but I want you to at home to feel it. And bring it back. In for 2. Shoulders away. In for 2. Extend. 2 more. In for 2. Back. 1 more. In for 2. Extend. Rest. And as you rest, I need to again relax those hips side to side. And you can even do the shell by pushing yourself all the way back and rest yourself over the legs. So I'm going to have you do this now with the ball as you're returning down. We're going to take this time, if you have the ball, between your feet. Between the feet. Why I like to do this with the ball is it creates so much more concentration, because your goal is to not lose the ball, and you're engaging the muscles a little bit much more if you did not have the prop. So if you have the ball, use it. Go ahead, relax here, your head down with the shoulders back. So the legs will start down to begin. Abs engage. Pull those abs in off the ground. You're going to curl for 2. Lift slightly, back, down. Curl for 2, slightly lift, and down. The whole time I want you to think of pulling that belly button in off the ground, and back, in for 2. Reach, 2, in for 2. Abs in, abs in, abs in. 3, in for 2, in. 4, in for 2, slightly lift, extend. 5, 6, abs in, abs in, abs in. 7, 8, abs in. 9, 10. Release. Okay, we're going to take that ball for now away. And now, if you have some bands, I would like for you to use it. So, the way you're going to apply is that if you have a looped band, the circle ones, you can do that. Or if you have the long ones, maybe you can just loop it. Make that a little circle. And the circle that you want about where you can fit in your legs, and it's not too tight, too small, or if it's too loose, if it's too big, it's not going to be as effective. But go ahead, take that above your knee if you have it, okay? And if you don't have it, you're still going to be able to use your own intention and concentration to get the effect of this movement. But what I would like for you to do is have your feet parallel, pointing straight ahead, hands here at the hips. And I want you to think here of keeping your left leg exactly the same as you're going to open the right knee out to the side. Now, for the camera's sake, I'm going to tilt myself so you will know what I mean with that. So the left knee will be the same, and you're going to take just the right slightly out and then back. And the whole time, you don't want any movement on that left side. So which means actually your left leg is working more than the right that is actually opening. They're both working, but I want you to really focus on that other side. Actually, I'll stay here for now. So I want you to do 5 of those. So even if you don't have here a band, I want you to concentrate when you open the right knee to not let your left hip go with it. Just to create the intention of stability. Okay, we'll do one more. And now go ahead, switch to the other side. So this time you're keeping your other leg nice and still. Abs engage. Keeping the hands at the hips sometimes helps to really be aware of what is happening, what's really happening. 2 more. Good. All right. We are going to this time come in the bridge. So the hands down to your sides. You're going to press the feet down. You're going to roll yourself up into a nice line where the knees and the shoulders are the same. From there, I want you to slightly open the knees and bring it back. You're going to do that 10 times. And back. 2. Both of them are going out. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. It's very small, but yeah, I want you to open, bring it out. 9. One more. 10. Roll the spine. One vertebra at a time. I'm going to take my arms up to the sky so you can see. Curl. Curl. Taking one bone, one of those vertebrae slowly down to the floor. One at a time. Until you can find yourself back into a neutral position. Okay? We're going to take here now the bands off. And bring your feet this time all the way together. Now imagine there is a nice thin piece of paper where you can even take your band and place it between the legs, where it's not bulky, very thin, okay? And the goal here is that you're trying to keep those legs all the way together to activate those abductors, your inner thighs. If you have the ball, I want you to challenge yourself here by using the ball. If you feel like you're going to fall or you're feeling unstable, knowing that when we're doing this is actually to create strength and balance. So do your best. If you cramp, pause, stretch, hydrate. That sometimes is a sign that you're not drinking in enough water. But it can also be used that the muscle is not used to the type of challenge and it just, screams at you. So having the feet here together, heels together, keeping that piece, imagine that piece thin of paper between those legs as you bring yourself up. And once you're up, if the ball is under, I want you to think of bringing those heels in closer to you. And then you bring yourself back down. And this is flat back bridge, okay? There's no articulation. I want you to just go straight up and straight down, okay? So if you don't have, again, the ball, keeping those feet and knees together as you go down and up, okay? So again, straight up and down. We got 5, I want you to do actually 8 of these. So this is 2, 3, activate those inner thighs, really pulling those knees together as best as you can. If you are using the ball again, once you're up at the top, try to pull those heels back a little bit more. And down, exhale. And down and up. And down, exhale up. Okay, rest. We'll take the ball away. And now I want you to go into the straight leg straight stretches, which means we'll get a hamstring now stretch on for your good flexibility because you might be feeling those hamstrings right now a lot after that exercise. So take the hands now towards your calf, or if you can reach for the ankle, go for your ankle. Extend the opposite leg out. Stay with your shoulders up as you can. You're going to do a nice smooth transition, no pulsing today. I just do on your exhale, inhale, exhale, and I want you to take your time. Imagine there is a rubber band between both of those feet, right and left. And when you exhale, you're trying to stretch that band away from each other so the feet go apart. Breathe in the transition. Long exhale as you bring that leg closer to you. Pointing the toes. Create that energy from the hip all the way to those toes. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Breathe in, exhale. Last 2. One more on each side. Good. Then you rest. And once you rest, you can gently drop those knees side to side. And we're going to come up to a sitting. Bring yourself up and turn yourself back down. So this time, I'd like for you to use a band, the longer one, if you have it. If you don't have it, I'd like for you to use your own intention as you do this. I'm just going to tilt this slightly up so you can see the leg coming up when I'm doing this. So, if you have the band, you're going to put your feet on, if you have the long one, and then you're going to have both hands, both hands, but both of the lengths of the band in one hand, pressing down into the floor, okay? So we're starting it off with your knee hovering. So right now I got my left foot on. If you have your left, you're going to think of now drawing your left foot back. You're going to, on exhale, extend it, and then control it back, okay? Abs engaged. Press. And if you don't have the band, you can still do this and have that same intention of controlling it, extension back, and then on the return. We're going to do 10. This is 4, 5, resist, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure those hips are squared and level to the ground. The toes are pointing down to the floor, not to the side. And 10. Right there, we'll do a little pulse up. 2, 3, abs engaged. 4, do not arch your back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. control. Bring it back. Good. I'm going to have you do this now without the band. As you go down to the floor with your right elbow and the left hand off to the side. Again, if you didn't use the band before, it's totally fine. But I'd like for you to do this time, be down on your elbow, on your right and the left leg will come up with your left hand on. If you were doing this with your right leg, just know that it's everything reversed, okay? You're going to bring in the knee towards your elbow, and you're going to exhale, extend it back. And as you do this, I want you to turn your hips this time more to the side. So your left hip will be higher, and you're looking back over your shoulder. Bring it in, and then press. Now let's add an action through your foot. I want you to flex it, and when you go back, I want you to point it. Flex, and point. This is 2. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Exhale. 4. 5. 6. 7. Working that outside of that hip, which will be your ABD abductor, and your glutes. Medius and maximus here. Snug and extend. 1 more. And 10. Good. Take it down. Your knee. Extending now both arms. And I want you to take it back and relax into that nice forward fold. We're going to go to the other side. Other leg. And just for the camera's sake, I'm going to turn myself around. But you at home don't have to. So if you had the band before, make sure you're adding that now as you go to this side. Okay. So we're right here. Parallel to the floor. Halves engaged. Extend it. Make sure I'll stay within the camera view. And bring it back. Extend. This is 2. And 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good. Now from here, do the little pulse. Ready? And 1, abs in. 2, 3, 4, shoulders back. 5, abs engaged. 6, toes down. 7, point those toes down as you lift the heel. And 10, and return, taking the band off. Now go on your left elbow if you did the right leg, and keeping the right hand on the mat. Extend here your right leg back. Then you're looking back, and this time you're opening that right hip. Bringing the knee in towards your elbow, flex the foot, and extending point. 1, bring it in. Resist. Imagine that you're moving through a nice thick water as you're pushing against the current as you extend the leg. Inhale, press. Inhale, extend. Bring it in, extend. Long, 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 long. Three more. One more. Feel the work. Go ahead, take that leg down, extending here your arms, and bring back yourself into a nice shell. Round yourself in. And bring yourself back to a sitting. Now you may sip a little water there. I don't want you to be too hot. Okay, so here, I'd like for you to take the band back as we're going to do a modified teaser, okay? So as you lay down on the ground, I'm going to show with the band, and then I'll do it without the band so you know all the options, what to do, depending what you have at home, and also to your fitness level. So if you have the band, I want you to be light in the hands, knowing that the band is not going to be the reason why you're getting up. It's just assisting, which means you're trying to actually be very light the way you use it, okay? You're going to, you started on your back. Let's have the right leg extended with the band if you have it. And then on the exhale, you're going to curl your chin in. You're going to come up to a sitting, and you're going to bring that right leg in. So this is the option with the band. If you were doing without the band, it's the same thing. As you come in.
Now you might find that without the band it might be harder. And if you find that you go right here and you're just stuck, you just stay right here and you can use the hands on the back side of the leg to give you a little lift. And then you slowly go down and then you extend the leg. So this is me modifying it if you don't have the band. If you have the band, use the band. If you don't need the band, go without the band. We're going to start inhale. 1. We're going to do 6 in each side. 2. Now nice and smooth and controlled. 3. Feel here your powerhouse working. 4. Light on the hands, light on the leg, knowing that it is the core lifting you up. 1 more for 6. Good. Then we switch. Okay? So if you use the bands, use the bands. If you don't have the bands, again, modify it or you don't use them. Okay? So inhale, leg is straight on the left, right leg is down with the right foot on the ground. Tuck your chin in and then bring yourself up. 1, inhale back. Exhale. 2, control. 3, control. 4. 5, 1 more. 6, good. Taking the band off. Find yourself sitting nice and straight through the spine, feeling that nice elongation, shoulders down, relax. Good. We're going to go this time into a nice position of the teaser, but just holding, okay? Also known as a boat. For some of you that do yoga might know this pose, just call it a boat. Taking these legs up, lean slightly back. This could be your position right here with the hands on and trying to not use your arms too much and focusing on what could be used here to help you to hold this position, okay? You can just stay there in this position or try to extend those legs. Of course, the next level here will be without the hands, okay? Then you can do it with the hands on there and legs extend, and we're going to try to hold this position. Now, if the legs extend and they go low, I'm going to actually use this with my hands because it's not very good to hold the position like this, okay? I don't want you to hold it here. I want you to be up with those legs as much as possible. That's why it's okay if you're using the hands lightly. You don't want to have the legs low, okay? So, we are actually just holding and breathing. 1. I say just, right? 2. You can do it. 3. If you're shaking, it's okay. That powerhouse is going on fire. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. One more time. You got this. 10. Sole the feet together. Now we are going to open up and loosen the hips, which will help your lower back. Having the feet together, I want you to slightly lean forward, just where it feels comfortable to go to, and then I want you to just gently shift your weight from one sitting bone to the other. As you're going side to side. And then you can bring your hands around the toes, close your eyes, knowing that we're all different in our hip flexibility. Don't judge yourself. If you go farther, great. If your knees touch the ground, great. If you're up here and you can just go a little bit, it's okay. Close your eyes, do your best. And we're going to slowly bring yourself back. Okay? So let's turn facing back down. And we are going to do the plank position on our elbows, on your forearms. And I'm going to modify it with the knees down here first. And so what I want you to do is keeping those abs engaged. You're going to take one leg off to the side, bring it in. Take the other leg off to the side, bring it back in. If you can do this with straight legs will be both straight, abs engaged. One nice line from the head to the feet. You tap. Bring it in, tap, bring it in. There is no change at the hips though. They don't go up and they don't go low. You're keeping one straight line, okay? So, actually the ideal is keeping those hips still. Don't move your hips at all, okay? Not even sideways or up or down. You're going out with the foot only. With the leg is moving, hips dead. This is 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, you're strong, you can do it. 6, 7, remember you can take breaks if you need to, otherwise stay with me. 8, woohoo, you got this. 9, one more. 10, rest those knees, bring yourself down. Take those hands, palms face up, shoulders relax, head relax. You can bend those knees and relax the feet side to side. Give a well-deserved break here. Extend those legs. Adjust with those hands. Press, take it back in your shell. And then we'll turn around. So, I'd like for you this time to come on the floor. We are working more through those obliques. And I want you to do the crisscross. If you have the ball, I'm going to show you how to do it with the ball. If you don't have the ball, you do your usual crisscross that we do in the Pilates class without any props. So I'm going to show first without the prop and then with the prop. So the hands will be behind your head. I want you to bring both feet off the ground. You're going to elevate your shoulders. You're going to extend here one leg and you're going to rotate to the side. Not necessarily think of like trying to tap the elbow on the knee. That is not the goal. The goal is to rotate your shoulders and keeping your elbows relaxed away as you're trying to think of the armpit is coming across and you still have that length through the waist while you're still trying to pull that leg in at the same time, okay? If you're using the ball, and of course if you're switching, you'll switch this way, okay? So you go back and forward. If you're using the ball, there's going to be a moment where there's always an elbow and there's knees tapping the ball to maintain the ball up in balance. So it's going to look like this. Then you bring the knee in, switch, elbow, knee, always keeping that ball, okay? So whenever you're ready, let's start and join me for 1, cross, 2, cross, 3, cross, 4, cross, 5, and switch, 6, and switch, 7, and switch, 8, and switch, 9, and switch, one more for 10, and switch. Woohoo! Rest. Taking a break. I want you to this time come up. Use yourself to come up. We are going to be on your knees, okay? So as you do this on your knees, let me make the camera tilt a little bit up as I'm coming here higher so you can see more the whole body. So as you're on your knees, take the left leg out to the side. The right hand is going to go behind your head. Sorry, I'm doing my mirroring, forgetting that I don't have to mirror here. So the right hand behind you, you're going to go over to the left. So you're going to reach, and now right from here, you're going to think of 1, 2, 3, come back. This is the first level. If you want to make this more advanced, both arms will be extended by your head. You go out, you hold that shape, feel your powerhouse, you're strong, holding that position for 1, 2, 3, and then you bring yourself back. So again, you can do this option or this option. You're going to go away. You measure between 2 glasses, so your torsos just go straight out to the side. Hold it nice and engaged for 1, 2, 3, back, and out. 1, 2, 3, 2. Reach. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. 4. Really feel those arms reach away. Powerhouse is strong, holding you, and return. 4. Bring it out. 5. Strong core. You got it. 6. We're going to do 8. You got it. 7. One more here. Reach. 1, 2, 3. Back. 8. Good. Bring the leg in. Switching to the other side. This variation where you go like this. long torso. So often, sometimes I see the mistake of like this. Nuh-uh. Long reaching away, okay? All right, so add the option that you choose to. Go out, hold, 1, 2, 3. 1, reach. Far away, reach, return. 2, 3. Hold, bring it back. 4, 5. Strong. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 6. 1, 2, 3. Long. 7. Reach long. This is 8. And return. Excellent. So let's now come all the way down. What I'm going to have you do here, scissors on your side. So resting yourself down, create a space here on your bottom rib. We call this also the mouse house. Create some space there. Right here, I don't create any space. I don't know if you can see there, but there's no light, right? Lift up through the waist so you can see some light underneath. The top arm can be there for your balance. Hover both legs, say one straight line. You take 1 foot forward, 1 back. Remember, you're keeping that space. And you go 1. Doesn't have to be big. Make it just small, just about the length of the width of your mat. But keep reaching. Try to keep those hips level and face forward still. You got 2, 3. Abs into the spine. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Feel long through the waist. Reach through your feet. 9, 10. Face your body down. We're going to do heel beats. Down, relaxed. Legs up, feet flexed. You're going to beat for 10. Shoulders back. We go. Beat 1. Beat 2. Abs in. Beat 3. Beat 4. Shoulders back. You're breathing. 5, 6, 7. Beat 8. Beat 9. Beat 10. Relax. Let's go to the other side. Push yourself up. You can just turn facing the other way, or for me, I'm going to make sure I'm still facing over towards you. So you on, straight line, create that mouse house underneath on the bottom rib. 1 line, hovering the feet. Open just as wide as the width of the mat as you go. 1, 2, reach. 3, long body. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Then rest. So sometimes you might find that one side is a lot harder than the other. If that happens, that just shows a little bit of an imbalance, which means you need to strengthen the weaker side, right? But keep balancing things up. So I want you to now come into a sitting. We're going to do a spine twist to finish here. You can do this with your legs crossed, sitting on a pillow, and you can even try with the ball at the very, very, very edge, okay? If the ball is really, really full, this might actually throws you a little bit off balance, but hey, it's a challenge. You don't have far to go, right? The floor is right there. So you're going to sit nice and straight, take your arms out to the side. I actually might be a better view if I turn facing you. So long spine, arms to the sides. I want you to rotate over to one side, which means we'll start here over to the left. And I want your spine to be aligned on top of the hips, which means if I was doing this and tilting forward, you see how I'm curving forward? I want you to be straight in the line as you twist, and then you come back to center, okay? So now that I said that, I'll come back to the front, exhale to the left, center, to the right, center, and exhale. Think there's a pull between your head to your hips, to your tailbone. And you're trying to stay tall as you create that rotation. Abs engaged to the spine as you twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. Notice if you can rotate better on one side than the other. Do your best to balance yourself. Abs in, abs in, abs in. Last 2. Last 1. Come back and release. Good. taking the ball if you had it. And we're just focusing now on stretching just to finalize here. So think nice and tall. You can switch the foot you had in front just for a nice good balance of the hips. Take here your left arm to the sky. I want you to look slightly to the left, and then you're gonna go up and over and open those side ribs. Noticing here a nice good stretch through those obliques, which we worked on them today with this Pilates class. And come back and switch. Breathe in. Exhale. Open, 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 open to the right side. Feel that nice good stretch through your side. Great room through those ribs. Settle those hips down. And come back. Excellent. Roll the shoulders. You can do this with your eyes closed. To release your neck, tilt your head. Side to side, ear down. And then rotate it. Shoulders relaxed. And circle it. Just from the sides, not back. Sideways, forward and side. Okay. One more. Come back. We are going to be laying on your back to finalize. Knees bend. This is a time for reflection and relaxation. So as you feel your body here relaxed on the floor, neutral spine, have those hands here down by your sides, palms can face up, and just notice how your body here feels. Hopefully here feeling more alive, knowing that you created good blood circulation through your body. And also know that you just work through your strength, through your core. Knowing that by having a good core, then you can go on to work with your legs, your arms, but knowing that the core is your foundation. It's where your organs are living, and you want to make sure that your spine is healthy by creating a good support through the muscles that are around it. So as you're taking nice slow breaths, just feeling content, and find your gratitude that you have given yourself this hour to take care of you. And knowing that value, how valuable that is. Not only for yourself, but also for the others, because now you will be your best as you step off into the world. And that will complete our session. You can stretch those arms and legs. Feel yourself happy on the Sunday that you have hopefully taken the time to do this. But if you didn't do this now, just do it later. And I am very pleased to be offering these virtual classes. Take care, and please join more at 4 o'clock if you are watching this today. Take all the classes, and know that we're here to support and help. If you are thinking about coming to the JCA, and just know that we're doing such a good job at keeping everybody safe by keeping everybody 6 feet apart. All staff is wearing masks, and we wipe everything. So anyways, best for all of you, and I'll talk to you and see you all either virtually or at the J. Bye.